On today's episode of the Bolt Crew podcast, the Chargers fight for their lives in Music City. Rookie Trey Harris battles for crucial first downs, plus more playing time, and we break down the seriousness of Joe Alt's injury. But most importantly, I'm not walking to Nashville after this big win. It all starts now on the Bolt Crew podcast.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the Bolt Crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the Bolt Crew, best up in the business. It's the Bolt Crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbert down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.
Everybody, welcome to the Bolt Crew podcast. Dave Palais, Josh Palais. Hopefully Mario Herron's able to join us in just a little bit late starting the show from when we normally go on, but it's because Josh actually went to the game this afternoon, got a chance to see the Chargers and the Titans in person. So with that opportunity, wanted to make sure Josh was able to see the entire game because, of course, there was no blowout win. That's not what the Chargers usually do. It's very rare when it happens, so there's no chance of Josh leaving early. Has to stay for the end. Doesn't matter. Win's a win, Josh. Chargers win 27-20. And I just kind of want to start off, what was the atmosphere like when you were there? I understand that the Titans are having a horrible season. You don't expect a lot of Titan fans to show up. Stadium wasn't sold out, but we all saw on television, we all saw people in Chargers gear. Either they're people who are Charger fans that live in Nashville or people who said, let's make a trip out of it and go to Music City.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys could recognize that on TV. There were more Charger fans there than Titans fans, and I understand that the Titans are bad, but it's still Nashville. It's still Titans Stadium. You thought Nissan would be more people from Nashville, but it wasn't. There's a ton of Charger fans there. It seemed like from the people that I spoke with that most of them flew in for the game, but there is a lot of people from California that do move to Nashville like myself. So it was great to see, man. The whole Charger sideline was filled with Charger fans. You could barely see any Titans fans on the Charger sideline. The area that I was in behind the end zone was completely Charger fans as well. It was a great atmosphere. The game was kind of ugly, but I would take a win in any way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they got the win. The way it started off kind of scary, I'll be a little bit honest with you. I got a million messages of people saying, Dave, looks like you're going to be walking to Nashville. And then I started doing the math in my head thinking, if I walked 50 miles a day, which is almost impossible, 50 miles a day, I probably wouldn't make it back home for Thanksgiving. Like it would be pretty tough. Look, I had the big walking shoe ready to go. There it is. I was all ready to go. Look at the size of that freaking sole. No joke. Never been worn, but I was ready. Put the shoes on, ready to go, start my walk. I don't even know what direction to go. We already figured out you can't walk on the highway. It's not Forrest Gump. In side streets, Josh tried to break it down for me. You really can't walk side streets to Nashville. Kind of tough to do. So I don't know what I would have done. Thank goodness that the Chargers did pull this off. Most importantly, Josh, this team is 6-3. And they need to get this win. Maybe a little bit nervous looking forward to next week, and we'll talk about the game. But they play the Steelers, and the Steelers look great today. I know you didn't get a chance to catch the other games because you were at a game, but the Steelers look great against the Colts. So it seemed like nothing's ever easy for the Chargers. Broncos should have lost. Of course, they end up winning. And the Chiefs are playing right now. You know, we want to make sure, everything works out perfect. The Chargers win this division, like we've said, get a chance to host a playoff game, and hopefully have an easier road throughout the postseason to the eventual goal going to a Super Bowl. Now, when I say Super Bowl, people right now are probably, going Super Bowl. What are you talking about? Did you see this offensive line? And unfortunately for the Chargers, there was a major injury, the major injury. If you pick one guy you can't afford to lose, it's Joe Alt. And Joe Alt got hurt. Now, my question for you, because I'm watching people in chats comment about Joe Alt's injury, going, man, it looked like the guy on the Titans dove into his leg on purpose. And that's not what I saw. What I saw looked like Mekhi Beckham literally threw him into his leg and took him out. So could you tell from where you were sitting? I know you were in the end zone, right? Is where you were sitting?
Yeah, I was.
Could you see the play happen?
No, I couldn't. They were on the other side of the field when that happened. I really have not seen the replay of what happened to Joe Alt, but I did see the reactions on Twitter of people saying that it looked malicious. You're saying you don't think it was malicious?
I'm sorry, it wasn't Becton. Whoever the hell the right tackle was, or
Trey
right guard
Pipkins?
was.
Wait,
Pipkins. I'm sorry, that's who it was. Sorry, I'd blame everything. I wake up and blame things on Becton. You name it, Becton's fault. I get a traffic ticket, it's Becton's fault at this point. It doesn't matter. Alt's injured, so the fact that he looked like he knew it was something that wasn't, one of those things where, hey, I'm going to be okay. He looked upset. It was one of those where obviously they needed to come look at him. If anyone has been around an offensive lineman, especially in the NFL ones, there's a toughness factor. No one wants to be helped off the field at any time. And Joe Alt's one of those guys. He comes from a football family. He understands, man, what goes with the position. And if he's not there to protect Justin Herbert, he feels he's letting the team down. And, I don't think any of us feel that way. We just know the team is much better with Joe Alt on the team.
Besides Justin Herbert, the only other player that I wouldn't want to get injured the most on this team is Joe Alt. For me, it's so clear cut watching this Chargers team. They go from an average team without Joe Alt to a playoff team with Joe Alt. I think anybody on TV could even notice that the Chargers offense is just not the same without him on there. When he leaves the game against the Titans, this is a bad Titans team, probably the worst team in the NFL, and it was a close game. Much closer than it should have been, but that's what happens when you don't have your all-pro tackle in Joe Alt. Nobody prepared for Joe Alt to be injured this season. Nobody prepared for Rashawn Slater to be injured this season, but that's where we are at this point. I believe that Greg Roman and anybody in the Chargers facility were planning most of the Chargers' success around those two guys. I mean, a lot of the play calls are around your two tackles, and now you don't have either one. And then Bobby Hart goes down with an injury as well. Right now, the Chargers are in a really terrible situation with their offensive line. They were in a bad situation before, even with Joe Alt, but now we're just in probably the worst situation we've been in all season.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to change the narrative on that right there real quick. I think, honestly, today was a blessing for the Chargers, meaning that Justin Herbert got the dog gets knocked out of him. And that's without the Tennessee Titans' basically best defensive lineman playing today. Simmons doesn't go. And yet Justin Herbert just got smoked all day long. He's just taking hits and he's getting sacked. The reason I say it's a blessing, because the trade deadline is almost here. And if this is not an eye-opener, if you've got to make a move, I don't know what to tell you. You got to make a move. If this would have happened after the trade deadline, then we would have said, oh, man, we were crazy to have faith in this offensive line. Well, I'm telling you right now, we're crazy to have faith in this offensive line. This is an eye-opener that you have to do something to protect Justin Herbert, and you have to do it right now. So you sit there and you say, okay, well, Justin Herbert's one of the better quarterbacks in this league, and he's running a lot more, and he's taking hits and a lot of unnecessary hits. We can't continue this pace. I mean, every time, whoever the broadcasters are, they always bring up the point, how many hits Justin Herbert takes. This is not the way to go. This is not what Jim Harbaugh kind of promised when you talk about a young quarterback that is going to lead your team, and I got to help him get in the Hall of Fame and everything else that Jim says. It can't just be, fake speech. So here's your chance to protect one of the best players in this league, and we all know the guys they have in front of them right now can't do the job. They just can't. I'm sorry.
They can't.
Bradley Bozeman, Josh, and I don't know how the view you had of the line, depending what side of the field they're on. Bradley Bozeman looked like that 3-year-old you take to the beach for the first time and gets knocked over by a wave. It's just just not the NFL football for a winning team.
It's not. And while I was at the game, I did have a couple Titans fans that are around me, and they were cheering for Bradley Bozeman during the game. And I thought that was crazy, but they obviously know about the situation with the Chargers. They were going, let's go Bozeman, let's go Bozeman. The Titans fans were doing that around me, which I thought was pretty funny, but it's frustrating. And I agree with you on the Chargers making a trade for a tackle at this point or any lineman that could help the team, because you cannot rely on Becton. Joe Alt is obviously very banged up, and now Bobby Hart is hurt as well. I don't think the Chargers are going to make a trade. I really don't believe the Chargers are going to do this. They did make a trade earlier, a 6th-round pick for Austin Deculus, and that was a complete failure. I don't think they do it. I just don't think Joe Ortiz pulls the trigger. But I am believing at this point, Dave, I don't think there's any argument you can make against the Chargers drafting at least 3 offensive linemen in this next draft. I don't know in any world how you don't draft at least 3 offensive linemen in the 2026 draft.
You know how you don't? Because you spend the goddamn free agency money. We don't have to waste draft picks on just 3 offensive linemen. And I won't say waste. I'm just saying that's what's great about having so much money when someone says, all right, you can go on a shopping spree. And that's what they could have done. And you don't give up draft picks. If it hurts you that much to give up draft picks, then go ahead and spend the money that you have. You're in a very beneficial situation during the off year where you had a ton of cash. And guess what? Some teams did it right. I'm looking at the New England Patriots right now at 7-2, have the same kind of money. Patriots got a new coach. Patriots are able to go out there and fix a lot of their needs. And the Patriots right now are back to where they were forever. And the Patriots are a team that's contending. Not saying they're going to win a Super Bowl this year, but if you're a Patriots fan and you watch the mess it's been since Tom Brady left compared to what you have now, you're going, all right, now we're talking. Are we about to start another dynasty? That's what they're thinking in New England. Telling right now with the quarterback we have, look, May's great. I'll still take Justin Herbert over May. I'll still take our wide receivers over what the Patriots have. I'll still take our head coach over what the Patriots have. But, man, it's simple stuff. And back east football, man, is offense, defensive line stuff, and Joe Ortiz knows it, and same with Jim Harbaugh. Everybody knows this is what the Chargers plan on doing. Well, dude, you guys aren't doing it. And I know you can't do anything about what you didn't do in the offseason, but, damn, it's coming back to bite you right now.
It's coming back to bite you. It came back to bite you today during the game. There's no reason the Chargers don't score 30 points against the Titans. I'm sorry. Even with Joe Wall injured, this is a team that should be scoring 30-plus points against the Titans. This offense is good enough to score 30-plus points against every team. When QJ is catching the ball and he's probably your best receiver today, the Chargers should always be scoring 30 points. What did it look like to you on TV when you're watching this game? Because I had a unique view being behind the end zone. I thought Justin Herbert was a little bit off to begin this game. I love that he used his legs. In the second half. There's a couple of things I did notice being that close to the field where I was a bit surprised. Kamani Vidal is so small compared to everybody else on the team. I was shocked about that. And Aronde Gadsden is so tall compared to everybody else on the team. Yeah. That was also shocking.
No, I think you're absolutely right. It's NFL players, and this is not the, hey, this is where I've been deal, but NFL players are built so different, a lot of times depending on teams and the way it's changed. It's so much about speed now. Even cornerbacks who used to be small, that has changed. We're going for these cornerbacks who are taller and the longer arms and the body types change. And when you look at, and as far as Gadsden goes, he's like the perfect built tight end as far as if you have hands, right? He's able to get open. He's fast. He's going to catch the low ball, the high ball. He's able to do things that some of the other tight ends don't do in this league. That's why we know that we got a winner here. When I look at Vidal, here's the deal. They made a comment during the game today. If the Chargers knew what they had in him, they wouldn't have drafted Amari Hampton in the first round or signed Najee Harris. That he's that good. I'm like, hold on a second, okay? His games are hit and miss depending on what teams are preparing for. He's fine, and we're glad he's on the team, but, dude, I don't know, man, if you sit there and say that. I'm not to the point where we made a mistake with Hampton. I'm very happy with the Hampton draft pick. Justin Herbert, his first interception that was returned, I mean, the Titans had points without the offense doing anything, right, on special teams and on defense, and you're going, what the hell's happening here? How are the Titans on the scoreboard and their offense hasn't done a damn thing, and we're sitting there playing catch-up? When you're sitting there going 14-10, what's happening here? I don't know, man. I'll tell you this, though, as we talked about Justin Herbert being out in the public all of a sudden, you can't be going to Laker games and Dodger World Series games and hanging out with Justin Bieber and then come out like you haven't slept in a week, right? I mean, you could go ahead and do all that stuff, but you got to be able to turn it on when it's time to turn it on. And then when you see an unlikely interception, I mean, not saying that I know he has 8 interceptions, but that one was a read, wasn't, surprise. It seemed basic, very basic for a veteran quarterback on what was about to happen there. And it's one of those things where, you don't play well and you're making all your public appearances and you got the superstar girlfriend, people start to turn on you going, dude, let's focus here. At least during football season, let's focus.
I think you're a hypocrite because you're the one that pushed for him to go out to the Lakers.
I didn't think you'd go as the Dodgers.
So he can't make any mistake. So if he goes to the Laker game and the Dodger game, he can't make any mistake because he showed his face. Come on, dude.
Yes, you cannot go not right away. Come on. Okay, it's the Titans. I'm not a hypocrite.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you,
man. You're the one that pushed him to go out in public to start dating. Get his name out there, and he did.
Yeah, he did. I 100% agree on that. But you got to play well at the same time. There are guys who do it.
He played well. Did he not play well today?
Dude, the interception put us in the hole. I mean, God dang it. What are we doing here? It's basically, hey, we gave you the ball right away and gave you 7 points to a guy that everyone's like, who's that guy? Who's number 50 on the Titans? Well, Justin Herbert just made him famous. I'm just saying, man, I'm all for the public setting and doing it all. But, man, you got to be able to do what you get paid to do, and that's play quarterback. And to me, you're right. It looked like he either he wasn't serious, distracted, whatever. It was a horrible read. He played much better as the game went on. But, man, I expect better football from a guy like Justin Herbert the way that game started.
Interception was his worst of the year. I don't think there's any debate on that. That was the worst interception he's thrown that I've ever seen, maybe from Justin Herbert. Just does not happen from him, but he's human. He ends up with over 300 total yards. So that was his one interception today. He ends up with 2 touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 101.2, which is a lot better than Cam Ward, who is 78.5, which I believe Cam Ward's offensive line was better than Justin Herbert's. Justin Herbert was sacked 6 times, I believe, which is incredible. That this Titans team without Jeffrey Simmons and Arden Key got back to him. He had 6 sacks. Jihad Ward, 2.5 sacks by himself. Draymond Jones, a half and a sack by himself. Sebastian Joseph Day was wrecking this game to begin with, which is extremely frustrating as a fan because you know what he was as a Charger. And then you had Cedric Gray, who had the game of his life with the Titans. He had 16 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for loss, a quarterback hit. He was very good. With that being said, to me, being at the game, there wasn't even a debate which quarterback had the better game. I mean, Cam Ward is fine. His team is very bad, but he is not the quarterback that Justin Herbert is when it comes to throwing the football. It's such a night and day difference watching it in person. Justin Herbert's throw to QJ was right in front of me. It was amazing that he got that ball over the defender's hands into QJ's hands. And then Cam Ward, he's fine, but he's just much less of a quarterback than Justin Herbert is in terms of arm talent.
Yeah, and no weapons. I'm right. No weapons at all. You know, we've seen some incredible plays from Justin Herbert this season. I mean, you know, we talk about some of these passes. We just go, wow. Like, was that the greatest pass you've ever seen? You might not be able to tell there, Josh, during the game, but the touchdown pass to QJ was one of the best passes I've ever seen. I mean, and I'll tell you what, the catch from QJ was outstanding. QJ had a couple of really nice plays. The back shoulder catch was tough. The touchdown was great. Justin Herbert was awesome right there. You know, I'm not taking anything away. I'm still a giant Justin Herbert fan. Right now, I'll tell you what, you know that game you play, if you could switch places with any celebrity, who would you pick? It's hard not to say you wouldn't pick Justin Herbert, right?
I'd pick Justin Herbert right now. I would, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Guy has it going. Here's the funny thing. I randomly send Josh notes just about medicine beer as I learn something new every day. Every day.
What's the one you had today? Can you share that one?
I'll tell you right now. Here's a Madison Bear note. Didn't even know. Do you know she's bisexual? Always been into girls. The guys I know that were bisexual means if they wanted sex, they had to buy it. They didn't have a choice. But at the same time, it's her thing. So I'm like, Justin Herbert might be very interesting right now. I just don't want it to be interesting during the season. I want it to be interesting during the offseason. And that's it. And here's the deal. Sebastian Joseph Day. Call me weird. But I think it's really uncomfortable when, one, a guy who sacks you that used to be your teammate, 2, when he's wearing number 69 makes it creepy. I don't like it. I'd say get off like it as fast as you can.
It creeps me out too. I'm not the beer league 69 freaks me out a little bit. I'm not rooting for him at all. I did not like him as a Charger. He was always Brandon Staley's guy. Do you remember that? Everywhere Brandon Staley went, when he went to the 49ers, there's Sebastian Joseph Day. Sebastian Joseph Day was with Brandon Staley on 3 different teams, the Rams, the Chargers, and then the 49ers. So not a fan of his. Anything that has to do with Brandon Staley, I'm not a fan of. Some notes at this game. Chargers third down defense was amazing. So the Titans were 1 of 9 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. They made timely stops. The 4th and goal stop on the 1-yard line was awesome. That was right in front of me as well. I believe the Titans are a bad team, but I think their play calling is just as bad. Whenever they go into the Wildcat formation, I'm like, dude, you guys aren't good enough for Wildcat formation. I don't understand the point of you guys doing this. The Chargers, it was a blessing every time the Titans went in Wildcat because they knew exactly what was going to happen.
They were calling it out on TV too, Josh. I mean, you're right there. When the game you're at, they're like, what are they doing? It was like, this is the best you have. It's amazing how Mike McCoy's had the job for 2 games, and it's not going well. Like, the one thing you heard about Mike McCoy during the game that you loved is that how much, if you're in the NFL, how much you have to appreciate every day. You know, they pay you this amount of money to work outdoors, was a quote. Is, man, good dude, but it doesn't matter. We don't care about good dudes. We want good football coaches. You know, with the culture, everything that the Chargers have is what we want. I'm concerned, though, of what I saw today. The final score and the way they played the entire 60 minutes wasn't championship football. And so I just want to see it taken to another level. Like when you watch good teams play football, you go, all right, that's how it's supposed to look. Now, that being said, all right, I understand it. This is the NFL and anyone could beat anybody. Dude, I'm looking at the Packers, who had one loss and one tie head into today's game. Packers end up losing to the Panthers, right? And you just go, like, what the hell? I'm looking at the Denver Broncos, who people want to give so much credit for, and the Broncos end up pulling out a win. Again, anyone who's sitting there watching the Broncos and watching the Texans at the same time like I am, CJ Stroud looked like he was almost killed, like during the game. I mean, and boom, he's out of the game, concussion. All of a sudden, the Texans have been struggling all year, still almost pulled off that win. And remember, we talked about the weird betting line that we could not figure out. How are the Broncos not supposed to blow the Texans out? That was a weird betting line. And then you just sit there and you go through it. Guess what? J.J. McCarthy playing in Detroit against the Lions pulls out a win. So maybe I'm too tough on the Chargers, but I will say this: things that don't change week to week or shouldn't change is protection. And right now, that offensive line protection is something that I'm not comfortable with. And what are the Steelers known for when they come to town next week? It's Mike Tomlin and his defense, right? That's what he's most proud of.
Yeah, it's a really bad time for the Chargers to lose both tackles. You have TJ Watt coming to town. That's probably the second worst situation you could have. I guess Myles Garrett would be the only other player in the NFL you'd be more scared of, but TJ Watt is right there with Myles Garrett as a guy that you're super scared of. You got to protect Justin Herbert. That's the bottom line for every single game. You have to make sure that Justin Herbert is standing up. If he is standing up, the Chargers have a great chance of winning. The Chargers receiving core, Dave, is so good. Like when I'm in person, I'm just looking for certain things because it's different from TV. It seems like so many guys get open, which is so crazy because last year we were complaining on this show over and over again. Josh Palmer can't get open. QJ can't get open. Nobody on this team can get open. And then today I'm watching Ladd's open on this play and Keenan's open on this play and Aronde's open. Aronde to me looks open on every play, but maybe that's just because I'm in love with Aronde Gadsden running every single route. Justin Herbert has so many options. The problem is a lot of these times he doesn't even have 3 seconds to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So if you don't have 3 seconds to throw the ball, it doesn't even matter how many guys are getting open. If the Chargers could protect Justin Herbert, this is a really good team because there's so many guys that can't get open. Amari Hampton's going to add a whole nother dimension to this team. And for anybody that wants to say Kamani Vidal is running back one, if Amari Hampton isn't available, he's not. I'm sorry, dude. I'm at the game right now. I was at the game a couple hours ago. He's too small. He doesn't have the speed. He's fine, but he's not Omarion Hampton. I think Omarion Hampton is a much better running back.
I agree. So here's the deal. Justin Herbert threw the ball to 7 different receivers today. Gadsden led the team in receiving with 5. I mean, when you spread the ball around, you don't know who's going to be the weapon that you have to concentrate on. It's great. All right. Keenan Allen, we speak about this all the time. If it's third and short, third down situation, you need a first down, who you going to? We all talk Keenan Allen. We talk about Ladd. Different things these guys can do. Trey Harris's first down to solidify the game was awesome. To me, it's right up there with play of the game nominee. And yes. I loved it. I mean, absolutely loved it. And it's like, here's the deal. He didn't go to college too far from there. I'm sure he had family, friends at that game, but he fought for it, man. He fought for that first down. We needed it desperately. It was one of those where you're looking at the score and you're going, man, this could easily go the wrong way for the Chargers. That first down for Trey Harris was everything.
He's better than expected.
Yes.
Honest to God. Like for a guy that was not very involved in the offense for the first half of, up till, maybe game 5, I think Trey Harris started getting more involved. He has been so good for this team, and he is tough. When the Chargers need to get a first down, do you know that he's in for blocking? Like they take Ladd out, they take QJ out, they put in Fisk, they put in Matlock, and they make sure that Trey Harris is in there because he's one of the best blocking receivers, if not the best blocking receiver on this team. I'm a huge fan. I know QJ had a good game, but we really have too many mouths to feed on this team. I mean, when you have the tight ends, when you have Fisk catching the ball as well, I mean, this team is so dangerous in 6-7 different ways. I'm a huge fan of Trey Harris. I'm a really big fan of Trey Harris. I'm a really big fan of Aronde. I think Joe Ortiz once again hit in the draft. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job in drafting with the Chargers.
Yeah, and again, I think the more you get him involved, the better he's going to be. Oh, boy, look who it is. He's still wearing that Cubs hat.
Oh yeah.
Good guy.
What?
You're still wearing that Cubs hat?
You gotta stay prideful for your organization, for your team, for your city. You know what I mean? We can't all just buy championships.
Actually, you can. You 100% can. You guys
turns
have a
out
ton
you
of
can't. Yeah.
That's right. I'm wearing my Dynasty hat.
Nice.
Okay.
I forgot who asked.
I had to tell you, dude. This is cigars not only for the Chargers, it's for the Dodgers. been a good 24 hours. Good to be the king.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy. I want you to be
Yes,
happy.
you are
That's what
100%
matters.
not happy for me.
I'm not happy for you at all.
I know.
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
I saw a guy in a Dodger hat on the street today. I gave him the bird. I go, who do you think you are?
I hope you snapped your finger and put it in your ear.
Well, Chargers won today, 27-20, fellas.
Dude, it was
I mean, how are you
awesome.
feeling about it?
Josh
Yeah.
was there. Josh was there.
What was the environment like? How was the crowd? Was it getting a little hostile? Was there a lot of Charger fans there? Let's hear the rundown in case you haven't heard it here before yet.
0% hostile with the Chargers and the Titans fans because there's no history at all except for Melvin Gordon fumbling on the 1-yard line to lose the game, but we're not going to talk about that. It was more Charger fans than Titans fans, which was great to see. I did not expect that. Charger fans traveled very well. It was fun. It was freezing, froze my ass off, but it was a good time, dude. I was happy with the win. I know it was ugly. I'll take any win at this point for any team that I like. I don't even care if we win by 1 point against the Titans as long as we win.
I don't blame you. I thought though, guys, as much as I'll take a victory any day of the week. I would really appreciate it if we dominated. I don't like this close score of winning. I don't like this, back and forth a nail biter. I don't like that the offense put up 3 points and their special teams and defense were the ones that scored touchdowns. Herbert was sloppy with the football. Yes, he carried on with it later. But I would have preferred, Dave, if we pound them a little bit, a little into the dirt. Okay. Not going to clip that one because I already got something worse that I already got in here. But I really would appreciate it if it was just no suffering, if it was all just clean football.
Yeah, and I mean we kind of hit on that part. Is we want the same thing. I think every NFL fan wants that, right? You don't want the heart attack games, But when you face a team that has one goddamn win, this is a chance we expect to see a blowout. So they come out and Justin Herbert throws a quick interception that turns into 7 points. Then our special teams, we can't tackle on a punt, and next thing you know, we're giving them 14. The offense hasn't done jack squat. We're giving them 14. And it becomes very frustrating when you're sitting there looking at what they did. And that's when you sit there and go, what quality team are we? Yet, as I was saying to Josh just a little bit ago, it's the NFL. I mean, we saw some crazy stuff today. We saw the Panthers beat the Packers with those stupid 1922 uniforms. And we saw, the Lions lose at home to the Vikes. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, the goddamn Bengals and Bears played to the end and one of the best games of the season if you like drama. But here's I don't know the Bengal fans do it. I swear to God, I would just jump right in the river after those games. I mean, you lose to the Jets, you lose to the Bears right at the end, back to back. To have season seats for that, what are you thinking? Your accountant's I'm not even writing this off if this is a business expense. This is ridiculous. You should suffer, and you're going to pay for this. I don't know anybody does it if you're a Bengals fan. As a Charger fan, all I know is if you've been to SoFi Stadium and you've been to a Charger game, and Mario, I'll explain it for you because you haven't been. It's a beautiful stadium. When you walk out, they got this big self-made lake, okay? And if the Chargers ever win the goddamn Super Bowl, I'm jumping in that goddamn lake. You know what I mean? I'm celebrating jumping in the lake. If I'm a Bengals fan and my team loses another game the way you guys did to the Jets and the Bears, I'm jumping into the goddamn river with weights on my ankles. I can't take it anymore. I don't know what you guys are thinking. All right? But that's it. I'm a Charger fan. I want to see this team win. And Mario, the most important thing we said on the show, trade deadline's coming up. And this is an eye-opener that we got to do something to fix this offensive line because it sucks.
So did you guys get the update on Alt then?
High ankle sprain?
Yeah, high ankle sprain, probably need a procedure. I think with that injury, guys, that forces them to make a move. You have to be one of the most active teams on this deadline. I know it was reported earlier, the list of teams that are actively calling and trying to get some deals done. The Chargers have to be number one on that list to fix that offensive line. If you had to do a list of guys that are the most important players on this team, I would put Joe Alt at second right behind Justin Herbert. We've seen it now. There's a ton of evidence out there that when he is not on the field, this is a JV offensive line, and he's going to get hurt. He's going to get killed over and over again. And you saw even our run game too, 12 carries for 30 yards for our number one running back, a 2.5 average. That's embarrassing. Our leading rusher was on scrambles, and that's why Herbert was number one in that category. They have to. And look, all the credit to this front office when they want to be aggressive and they want to make a move, it works out. Double O has worked out exceptionally. Another 2 sacks on the day. They know how to make the right move, but they have to make sure they get something done or we can kiss any chances of being a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, Josh kind of said the same thing. He said that Alt was his number 2 guy too. When you look at what this team is, it's one of those where, can you imagine the Chargers end up going in this draft coming up and we have like 4 picks? But if they do the things we're talking about doing, they can end up with like 4 picks, you know?
Yeah.
But man, here's the deal. It comes down to your window of opportunity. And when you have a guy like Justin Herbert, you have a veteran like Khalil Mack, and you have a veteran like Keenan Allen, you have a veteran like Derwin James, dude, you go for it. You do, man. You go for it. You have a veteran like me who's been a fan forever that has been sitting there struggling. You go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on this. Chargers should definitely go for it. I don't know why you wouldn't make a trade to get an offensive lineman. I mean, I'm all for trading QJ. QJ had a good game today. We said it before. If QJ has a good game against the Titans, strike while the iron's hot, trade him away, get a good player. I'm all for it. Trey Harris, I think, is ready to step up. Let's do it. I'm all for it, dude. There's no reason why I don't think you make a trade for an offensive lineman at this point. Justin Herbert's going to get killed. We got some comments here. I'm going to start with Addison Strasbaugh, $5, says Charger fans all over the place drove from Orlando for this game. Nashville was a blast. A win is a win. Dude, that's commitment. Driving from Orlando to Nashville, it's far as hell.
Dude, I saw people doing a lot of driving going to these games.
Oh,
you know? You think anybody walked there for the game?
Only you, dude. You would be the only one that could walk to Nashville.
Mara, I literally got the walking shoes out. I thought things weren't going well.
Those would be in Dodger blue.
Dude, they've never been worn. Like, people were like, look, see, people were like, you serious about walking? I go, dude, I'm gonna hold up my end of the bed. I wouldn't have said it and go, I'm not going.
True.
You know, I'm not like getting Leonardo DiCaprio yelling, I'm not going anywhere after I just made that claim that I'm walking. I told you. Never gonna do that again.
You'd have gotten your 10K steps. That's important.
Dude, holy cow, man. 2,000 miles. You know how long it would have taken me to get there? I would have frozen my ass off. Look at Josh. Josh said he was freezing just sitting there for a couple hours. I would have frozen my ass off walking cross country this time of year.
Terrible, dude. We got Victor Correa, $4.99, says, I know this is a Chargers podcast, but how about them Dodgers, Dave? One of the best series of all time, and Chargers win. Good weekend.
All right. I'm gonna, just because, Victor, you paid for that, I'm going to give you my 2 cents, and we'll take 10 seconds. Greatest game I've ever seen, greatest World Series I've ever seen. And I don't even know how you even argue it. It was absolutely insane. You always hear in sports, baseball is a game of inches, or football is a game of inches all the time. Man, that was incredible. And I'll say this: if you're a Dodger fan or if you're a Blue Jays fan, you always look for what could go different. Man, to me, the play is when Bo Bichette comes out and they pinch run with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and he's at third base. And here's the rule: you take your lead off third base as far as the third baseman is away from the base. That way he can't pick you off. If he takes a step in, you take a step closer to the bag. Takes a step away, you take a step closer to home. Dude, why in the hell wasn't that guy closer to home when that ground ball was hit to Miguel Rojas? That's the end of the game. Blue Jays win the World Series. And the guy was standing too close to the bag. Man, he was out by what? This much, right? By Will Smith putting his foot back on the plate. Incredible. I absolutely loved it. If you're a Dodger fan, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are out there. If you're a Charger fan, that was awesome. That was a good sports day.
A lot of Charger fans are mad that the Dodgers put out, congratulations to the Dodgers for the World Series. What do you think about that?
The Chargers did?
That the Chargers congratulated the Dodgers. A lot of San Diegans are pissed about that.
That's fine. Go ahead and get pissed. What do you want them to do? Are you guys crazy? Their bread and butter is now in Los Angeles. That's what you do, man. Win in Rome. God dang, the Rams did it. The Lakers did it. The Chargers did it. But if the Chargers put out there Go Padres, dude, people would lose their mind. They'd lose their mind. They don't care about your fan base anymore in San Diego. That's just the way it is. If you want to come up for the games, go ahead. But when it was on the ballot to build a new stadium, more than 58% of you said, go pound rocks. You didn't want the Chargers to stay in San Diego. They end up going to LA. They aren't coming back. It is what it is. Just like right now, you look at that end zone. If you're watching Red Zone right now, you're watching the Raiders, Jags. That end zone says Las Vegas. They could have easily put Raiders in there, but they didn't. They put Las Vegas in the end zone. You know how many people in Oakland are pissed off right now seeing that? It is what it is. It's where you make your money, where you pay your taxes, where you live. That's where Madison Beer is, by the way, Mario. We went over that, and we're big fans.
$4.99.
All
Uncle
right.
Dave, this is from AK. Uncle Dave and Josh, explain to me who is safe on the training staff. They all need to be fired. I'm tired of this. Congratulations to the Dodgers. Josh is hurt. Laugh out loud. So he's been saying for a while that Ben Herbert should get fired and the training staff is failing this team. I don't think he's wrong. I think the training staff is not doing a good job, obviously, but the Chargers have had this issue for a very long time. I don't know what you could do differently to protect Joe Alt. Maybe they aren't doing something right. I have no idea what goes on inside the building.
Okay, let me ask you guys, honestly, serious question, man. We goof around a lot. Do you guys believe it's a training staff? I mean, come on. The only team that's healthy is the Colts. The Colts are the only healthy team in the NFL. Who else doesn't go through this? I understand it feels like when it's your favorite team, it happens all the time, and people can say the Chiefs and this and that. Dude, it happens to teams all the time. I don't know what to say. I mean, I see it in baseball. I see it in football. Fire the trainer. Well, how the hell is it the trainer's fault that some guy was launched into freaking Joe Alt's ankle?
And like, was Bills trainers going to get fired next?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know.
So they're down
so
so
many
many guys. Green Bay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking you guys. I mean, I'm against that. I just think what are they supposed to do? How do you defend yourself on that? I mean, if guys are tearing hamstrings all over the place, like, hey, your stretching program sucks. But that's not what's happening.
There's nothing the training staff can do about guys being thrown into other guys' ankles and knees. That's just, there's nothing they can do to protect that.
Hire that guy that shows up on my Instagram feed every 3 minutes, that like 70-year-old guy that's always preaching Tai Chi. Hire him. Because you won't even recognize yourself in 3 days. Okay, hire that guy.
Have they tried the carnivore diet?
Guy's on my feed nonstop. That Tai Chi guy. Him and Ashley Reed. I don't know why she's showing up all the time too.
Matthew Dahl 199 says, "Owe, great game. Perryman needs to catch the interception." Yeah, dude. Odafe is really good. I believe he has 3 sacks in 4 games as a Charger, better than expected. And the Ravens, by the way, are very happy with Gilman as well. Seems like a win-win trade for both teams. And then Perryman, buddy, I mean, that was gifted to you. Like, I don't know how you do not catch that interception. I understand guys on defense don't have the best hands, but dude, catch it with your tits, for God's sakes. Just get that ball. Like, how do you not catch that? I'm sorry. Right?
Dude, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say about Bud Dupree anymore. I saw people losing their mind in a
He's
group
bad,
chat.
dude. Bud Dupree is really
good.
bad. Really bad. Like, he shouldn't even be playing bad. Practice squad bad. You can't tell me there isn't somebody on the practice squad that's better than Bud Dupree.
Also, for people who are bad, every Titans receiver, I've never seen guys that are worse at getting separation. I mean, holy hell. It's like they go up to the corner and they just like put the sticky stuff on them and they just give them a bear hug. And then they just don't want you to leave them. Jesus Christ on a cross.
The fans for the Titans believe DK, number 17, I believe, he's their go-to guy going forward. They love him. But I'm with you, dude. That Titans team's terrible.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, if it wasn't for Justin Herbert's interception and our special teams not being able to tackle, the Titans barely scored in that game. That is a horrible, horrible team. All right, we got AK 499 says, no, Uncle Dave, you're wrong. My baby, it was Arizona versus the New York Yankees in 2001. Over the Yankees was a dynasty, but I still love you. I think the Dodgers Blue Jays was a better World Series.
It was a better World Series. AK number 1, it was that World Series, whether you're a Yankee fan or not, everybody in 2001 was rooting for the Yankees. Remember, 9/11 just happened. Like, everybody was rooting for New York, and that didn't even happen. That was heartbreak. Again, not as bad, but again, you know what I mean? By the way, I got to ask you guys real quick. Was it an NFL record that just happened right now as we're talking, that the kicker on the Jags has kicked a 68-yard field goal? Is that the record?
I don't even know what the record is.
I have no idea. No,
it changes all the time.
It has to be.
That's NFL. I think I just watched it right now. The Jaguars kicker just kicked a 68-yard field goal in the half.
Has to be the record.
Yeah, it was the record.
Okay.
Before it was 66 yards by Justin Tucker.
Wow.
Cam Little ain't so
Nothing's
little.
going right for Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We got one more comment here. All right, 2 more comments. Young West, $5 says, middle finger. This is for you, Mario. Laugh out loud. Now a Dodger fan gave you the bird. Back-to-back champs. Realistically, what linemen are available and what can you give up?
I think that's the question, right? Like, how many offensive linemen are really going to be available for trade? Like, is there even a market out there for it?
Yes. Here's the deal. You look at all the teams with the crappy records, right? That's it. If you were a first day GM, is that what you're doing? Aren't you looking at teams like the Saints and the Titans and the Raiders, and you're going, all right, who's out there? Because every one of those teams, number one, wants to shed salary. Two is they want draft picks. So you just start looking at the crappy teams and you go for who are the best offensive linemen available, and you start making phone calls. I mean, that's how it works at every position, right? Whether it's wide receivers, defensive line, all that stuff. Now, we were pushing defensive line for a long time. Is defensive line something you guys are still concerned about, or are we just all focusing on offensive line right now?
Offensive line.
Agree.
100%. So the two names that I've heard that have been circulated recently is Evan Neal for the New York Giants. He was a top pick out of Alabama, first round pick for the Giants in 2022. He does not play at all. I don't believe he's played a snap the entire season for the Giants. He has been bad, but he's a guy that you might want to take a flyer on. I'm not trading QJ for him, though. He's a guy that's been really bad in his time in the NFL. And then Jackson Powers Johnson from the Raiders. He was drafted in the second round last year. Big time prospect coming out of Oregon. I don't think the Raiders and Chargers ever trade with each other. It's just something that doesn't happen when you trade with the team within your division.
Well,
what do you think?
No, the Raiders and Chargers have traded with each other.
Would you trade QJ to the Raiders?
No.
Yeah, I would if I thought I was getting something solid in return. If I thought I was getting something solid in return, I would. I mean, here's the deal. I can't worry about who I'm trading with when I'm in position of taking that next step. If I'm the Raiders, I'm more concerned about that move. If I honestly thought it was going to come back to bite me, but the Raiders need young players. I mean, the Raiders can't pick in the draft, so they might as well try and pick through trade once they figure out what guys really are. QJ had a great game today, Mario. We spoke about it a little bit earlier. His catches were great. The back shoulder catch was great. Even the pass that Justin Herbert threw, put it right up there as one of his best passes of all time. QJ made the catch. I think right now QJ helped himself today if you're looking to possibly trade him. The Evan Neal pick, Josh, I have no idea what happened to Neal. Like, I don't want another guy that's in the NFL and making it the NFL was good enough and getting a check. I don't want Neal coming to the Chargers looking at Bradley Bozeman and go, can you believe we were both in Tuscaloosa and we both get paid to suck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. I want guys that are, hey, man, I can't believe we got that guy to protect Justin Herbert. And we need a guy that we go, can't believe we got that guy. But if Justin Herbert's everything we think he is, you have to try and get the best of the best.
Go ahead,
Mario.
Mario. No, go ahead.
So that's my worry, though, is I don't think right now. Well, the reality situation is the tackles the Chargers have, if fully healthy, other tackles for the future. So you're really looking for a rental. And since you're looking for a rental, you're not going to be able to get a guy that's your quote unquote franchise tackle. Like, that's just not possible. So you're going to have to take a flyer, take a risk on a guy like maybe like Neal, where you go, so there's talent there, there's potential there, and maybe he just wasn't the right system. Like, the New York Giants system's obviously not a great one. There's a lot of things wrong with that organization. So maybe he just needs a fresh scenery, and Harbaugh is a guy that gets the best out of his players. So maybe that is the best case scenario for a guy like him. But what we have right now with Alt out is not good enough, and it's going to get Herbert hurt. So you're going to have to be aggressive in some type of way, and your rental's going to have to be the best rental of all time. It's going to have to be 5-star Airbnb type of stuff. It can't be anything less than that.
I don't know how you can justify trading for Evan Neal if he's such a hit or miss guy at this point. I understand what you're saying, though. I don't know how many guys are out there that are going to be very good for this team that are, teams are willing to trade him. It's a really bad situation to be in. The hardest position to trade for at the trade deadline is offensive line, because teams just do not give up good offensive linemen. Even bad teams are not usually willing to give up their good offensive linemen. So they're in a weird position, but the Chargers put themselves in this position by not being more aggressive in free agency and not drafting, a player higher in the draft. The one offensive lineman we drafted, Branson Taylor, was cut from this team. So that was a miss during the draft, but you waited too long in the draft to take an offensive lineman. It's just frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Next comment comes from Mike G. $5 says, Ladd has more drops than QJ. Special teams is awful. So Ladd did have a bad drop today. Ladd has had some really bad drops this season, really uncharacteristic of Ladd. And then special teams is pretty terrible right now. I mean, Rick Lovato, the long snapper, once again has another bad snap. I don't know how you can't find somebody to do better at snapping the football. It seems like a very cut and dry thing to do. Like, dude, just get the ball up to his chest if you can. Stop snapping it at his ankles. Really? And then I I don't know. Yeah, you guys, what do you think about Ladd? Are you
Dude,
upset with the
all
way
right,
Ladd
hold on.
played?
Go to the long snapper first. Dude, bring in 120 guys that all played college football in the last 3 years and have them all just try out. Like, how do we not have you're open tryouts for kickers all the time? Let's have an open
Yeah.
tryout for the guy dang long snapper.
Enough,
It's,
right?
it's one of those things that's going to cost us, and we're like, we saw this happening. Those guys make a ton of money, man. Long snappers make a ton of dough. And you sit there and you go, it's an issue every week. We kind of freak out. It's insane.
It's a simple job. Just get it done, and that's what you're there for. You go to practice just a long snap. There's nothing else you're supposed to do. You know, it's not like you have 1,000 different things. You don't get hit. There's so many rules to protect you, and if you still can't do your job, then you're just a moron, or you just gotta figure it out. Mike G on this comment, I don't know why. This is one of those comments I find really dumb. No offense, Mike G, but I think it's a stupid comment. Look at the amount of targets between Ladd and Quinn Johnston. Ladd has 68 targets. Johnson has 46. So he's bound to drop more balls than him when you get more chances to. It's like saying, oh, this guy, player A versus player B. Player A misses more shots than player B, so player B is better. Well, it's like, well, player A gets the ball more, is used a lot more. So he's going to miss more. So that's, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't get a lot of sleep, but that one kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Out hot.
All right. Hot and swinging like the Dodgers did.
Good chance Tuesday he'll be apologizing to you that he crossed the line. All right, here's
chance.
Here's the deal. If I'm the Chargers, no joke, I take Ladd to an eye doctor. I think something's off. Something seems weird. I do, man. I mean, one ball that was ridiculous, like you should have bifocals on. I'll throw another one at you. It's not going to be popular. I'm not a fan of guys that play sports with a rubber wedding ring on. I think that throws you off too. Like, dude, if you played your whole life without a wedding ring on, all of a sudden you have the wedding ring on and you're dropping balls. Maybe it's throwing you off. Let's not wear the wedding ring underneath the gloves. All right. God dang it, Ladd. Everybody knows you're married. Guess what? I've never seen a guy cheat on his wife during an NFL football game while on the field. Ever. Okay? Like, take the ring off. Everybody knows. Come on. Is your wife that insecure? Let's pull it together here. Let's catch a goddamn ball. Let's focus.
All right. Next one comes from AK199. Says, Josh, I love you. Take Ben Herbert's job, please. I would do it. You know, they need a stretching program. I got him. Like, I'm great at stretching programs. Nah, honestly, though, Ben Herbert, he's not going to get fired. I don't think that he gets fired. No way.
How many people Google right now is Ben Herbert related to Justin Herbert?
So many. Lisa Heron being target number 1 on that.
Sunset Stripper 199. Thank you, Sunset Stripper.
Thanks, Stripper.
Oh, that's cool. There you go.
EJ Eduarte 999 says, I love the win, but at this rate, I'll be lucky to see Justin play on Monday Night Football versus the Eagles in December, coming from Alaska. Oh, and from a diehard Padre fan, I'm miserable. Laugh out loud, but congratulations, Dave.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I appreciate the congratulations. I don't know what to tell you. How many Padre fans went after me this week? I mean, I don't know what the hell to tell you guys. You guys are so concerned about the wrong thing. Be concerned about your organization. Don't be concerned about the Dodgers, who this week won 4 times as many games just this week than the Padres have won in 57 seasons in World Series play. Okay? God dang it. Let's focus on what you guys are doing. Don't focus on what we're doing. And don't tell me about how many seats are open at Dodger Stadium during the World Series. Again, you focus on the weirdest things.
Did you see the Blake Snell video, Josh?
No.
It was I was gonna say it to you, but I was like, hand up, I want to be a good guy today. That'd piss me off if I was a Padre fan. And I want to piss you off.
If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about the Pods though. He was talking about his time with the Rays,
right?
because him and Tyler Glass.
I didn't know the other guy. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, Tyler Glass and him were on the Rays together when the Dodgers beat him in 2020.
Gotcha.
I tell you what, Blake Snell does something that I like. Like, honest to God, if any Charger did this, I'd be a fan of it too. So during the game, obviously, you're wearing team-issued gear. Even if you aren't playing, you're wearing team-issued Charger gear. Blake Snell wears a LA hat everywhere he goes all the time, like different colors and stuff, but it still has LA. Like, he loves being in LA, or he's like, I'm repping my team. Nobody does that. No one ever, like, you didn't see Jordan walking around with Bulls stuff on during time off, right? This freaking guy does it all the time. As a fan, I love it. Like, if Justin Herbert was only photographed in Charger hats or Charger shirts, I'd love him that much more. Like, he really loves being on the team.
Jordan does have like the random, though, like when he like dresses up, his like dress shirt will be like Jordan. You're like, they don't even make that.
Yeah,
That always cracks me up sometimes. His jackets like Jordan. I'm like, dude, you really have to go. You really need to promote your brand that much. I think it's doing okay.
dude. Okay, what? Let me ask you. What would you do? Like if you played, let's say you played for the Bears, all right, or the
Okay.
Cubs, or wherever you're in Chicago. Would you ever wear that stuff? Let's say just like going shopping. Would you ever wear the team issued gear going shopping? Never.
No.
See, I don't think anybody would either. But
No.
I tell you what, I think I would.
I wouldn't
don't
want
think
the
it'd be-
attention.
You wouldn't want the attention?
No, because I'd be like, I'm here. I'll probably be here with some like a friend or family, and I wouldn't want the. Because at that point you're probably ginormous, so you already stand out. And if you're
Like you
wearing a
wouldn't go
Bears
grocery
shirt,
shopping with a Bears or Cubs sweatshirt if you played for the Bears or Cubs, like they gave it to you.
no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would. Like I don't think Dave Roberts ever wears that stuff. I don't know I don't know. I think I would. I think you'd see me out there raking leaves and stuff,
In full uniform?
and whatever gear it was.
And in your warm ups,
In my warm ups, I think
Yeah.
I got no who I bet does it. Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers never dresses up. You know what I mean? You always see him walking
Yeah.
in with the free Raider gear. He never buys anything. He's the opposite of Cam Newton.
I knew a guy that played college football at IU, and they made a rule for him at a party like you can't wear your player gear to the parties anymore because he just always wore IU football stuff because he didn't have like any other stuff. And they're like, "You're done, man. Stop wearing IU football to our parties. Like this is insane." Player packs, that's what they're called.
The player packs.
Yeah, guy was a loser.
I got a question. I don't know if they show this on TV. When Henley got the sack, did they show him on the sideline after, or did they not show that?
I didn't see it.
They showed the celebration, did not show him on the sideline.
Okay, so for people that don't know, and I think most people probably know this, that his brother was killed this weekend. Terrible, obviously. He gets that sack. He drops to his knees. It looks like he sent a prayer up, looking up, which is, that was cool. And then he goes to the sideline, and a bunch of the players on the team gave him a hug. And you can't see because he has his helmet on, but it looked like maybe he was possibly crying because he kind of dropped his head down and kind of put his head on like Derwin James's shoulder and maybe some other guys. He was extremely emotional. And like, I don't know. I don't know how many people, would play in a game today right after their brother, gets killed. And he has 9 tackles. He has a sack, a tackle for loss, pass deflection. He was very good today. And just shout out to him, man. I know he's going through a lot. And it was cool to see that his teammates all picked him up.
Yeah, it was very cool to see. He posted something too on Instagram after the game of him with a towel over his head crying. Very emotional scene. Prayers to him and his family through these really terrible times. But hell of a game by him today. Literally left it all on the field. That guy is, literally just bleeds for this team, Dave.
I was surprised to see him play today. I mean, it teach their own on how they do it. And maybe he said do it for his brother or just take his mind off it. I feel terrible for him, man. I mean, I have tears in my eyes right now thinking about what he's going through. Josh knows. Josh lost a brother. It was the anniversary of Josh's brother passing away a couple days ago, and it's been a terrible week, for us. And then for Henley to know what he's going through as a family that's gone through it, I feel absolutely terrible for him. I wanted him, since he did play, I want him to have the game of his life. But the emotional hit, whether it's on the airplane going back or needing time off, it sucks, man. It just, the Dodgers going through something this week where, life's bigger than baseball. One of their key players, they, took him off the World Series roster. Didn't even give him an option to come back because life is bigger than sports. Sports is great, but life's bigger than sports. And so I felt terrible for Henley when I saw that news. And I just wanted him to have a great game just as a human being,
Yeah. Do you have a rant for today? I know.
I'm going to give you a rant. I know it's a weird transition. I'm going to give you a rant. Yeah,
okay.
I got to tell you, there's certain sites out there, like if you're like me, you're looking at your phone all the time. You're looking for news, as I told Josh earlier in the show. I'm looking up medicine, beer insights to something I didn't know about her that I sent Josh randomly that he's probably sick of. Like, stop sending me stuff about medicine beer. But I'll tell you this, Yahoo sucks. Like the Yahoo should just be on Yahoo. We do fantasy football better than anyone else. Everything else is clickbait of BS. It doesn't go anywhere. The stories never go anywhere. If you ever see a story on Yahoo that pops up on your phone, or if you got a Yahoo account and go and wait a second, JFK was killed by Muhammad Ali. Like, I got to click on that. And there's nothing in there about that. It's just they're all BS. There are a bunch of them out there. Yahoo sucks. Sporting News sucks. Whatever that Apple News things is that pops up on your goddamn phone or your computer, if you have an Apple computer, that whole Apple News thing is garbage. Everything's garbage, man. These clickbait things, man, it's insane. I understand that's how they make money in ads, but dude, it's the biggest bait and switch bull BS that we have going. And I don't even know what to say. What happened to Yahoo? Yahoo used to be one of those, man. Hey, which is better, Yahoo or Google? Not even close. And I'm to the point now. I don't even use Google anymore. I'm just chat GPT everything, to get a stat or have a question. I just chat GPT it. I have to fact check everything because everything's a goddamn lie on every news channel. I can't figure anything out. That's it. That's my rant. Yahoo, F off. Just rebrand yourself, Yahoo. We do fantasy football better than anyone else. And we'll respect you for that. And then
I have really good basketball writers. Shout out to them.
Okay. And guess what? When the season's over in February, just say, Yahoo, we'll be back in August for your draft. And just shut down. Shut down. God dang it. All right.
God dang it.
There we go.
God dang it.
All right. I'm trying not to swear. Okay. Got anything else?
Happy Chargers won.
All
Let's
right.
get Joel back soon.
So we're back to go ahead.
Let me be the first to say this. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. 'Tis the season.
Did you switch us Merry Christmas on November 2nd?
Dude, I am, as soon as November 1st hit, I got out the you guys know like those diffusers. I got out the Christmas one, poured way too much in it. My apartment smells like the butt of a Christmas tree. Like we poured way too much in there. But it's 'tis the season, fellas. Get some Christmas lights in here. I'm gonna watch Santa Claus. Maybe not tonight. Maybe someday. I have a lot of stuff actually to do tonight. So, but start the Christmas movie watching. Go to Macy's in Chicago.
What's the rule? What's the earliest you can put your Christmas tree up?
All my family has their. I don't have a Christmas tree, but all my family has them up right now. They all sent me pictures today.
God. Oh my God.
Hell yeah! Turn on the Sinatra, baby.
So you go Christmas tree before even Thanksgiving's over.
Yeah, I want decorations up during Thanksgiving.
Wow. Okay. When do you take it down?
I'm after New Year's Day. That's when I think you should spend New Year's Day. Yeah, taking it all down.
Does it piss you off when you walk into someone's house? It's like January 17th and there's still a Christmas tree up.
No, but I don't do Christmas tree I don't get the movies. I don't get watching those post Christmas. I don't get like wearing the clothes or anything. Christmas. This was a hot take. Christmas parties are more fun than Halloween parties.
Yeah, maybe. I think you could be right on that. Dude, I
Josh,
hate.
by the way.
I hate sweaters, man. I'm not a sweater guy. I hate sweaters.
Christmas drinks, though. Now we're talking. That's the only time I'll drink a martini. I'll have about 8 of those, and I'll see you tomorrow.
For more martinis?
No, not a martini guy. Oh, it's the only time I'll have one. Josh, what do you think, though? Is that right or wrong?
Christmas is more like family parties, and then Halloween's like friends. So I like both of them. My favorite time of the year is Christmas, for sure.
Do you do a Friendsgiving?
I've never done one. I've always skipped it.
I've done multiple. Have you ever done a Palentine's with your boys?
Never heard of that before in my life.
You almost caught me. Almost had me.
When they got Galentine's, there's Palentine's with your pals.
No, I've never done that before. Huh? Something to it.
I've never heard of that. Are you just BSing? Trying to make
I just made it up right now. But it would be cool, dude. We should start doing Palentine's. Dude, all the single guys just hang out, watch the ball.
You should market that. That might work, dude. Valentine's thing might be a thing.
Yeah, I like that.
That's funny as hell. Damn.
I have about 18 Miller Lights each, and you're just like, all right, fellas, good Palentine's.
Just run some parlays together with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practice the hard count. Boo, Eddie.
All right, we're back on Tuesday, 1:00, right? All right. So far on our
don't stop coming.
Jesus. And so far on our picks, you Mario, you're having a good day. All right. Might be a redemption week for you. Okay. You're having a good time. Also, we'll figure out Thursday We're gonna figure out the show. Either we're going Wednesday or Friday. It's up to Mario when we're able to fix this. Only Josh and I know that I can't do Thursday. So we'll let you know on Tuesday when the next one is, but otherwise we're going Tuesday, 1:00. Sunday night football next week, Steelers and Chargers. As Mario said, the Steelers were going to take care of business against the Colts. You were right on. They did. Kind of nervous that the Steelers played as well as they did today, and then we have to face them next. Kind of sucks for us, but we'll see. Either way, Chargers get a win today. We take care of business. Thank the Texans for absolutely nothing today. And at the same time, I understand they lost their quarterback, and Stroud's at home answering the iron when the phone rings. But hey, wish them the best of luck. It still cost us a game. We lost. We didn't get a chance to move back into first place. Right now, as we wrap up the show, you have the Chiefs trailing the Buffalo Bills 21-13 with 3 seconds remaining in the first half. So hopefully we're talking about another Chiefs loss on Tuesday as they play their only tough road game in the entire effing year. FU NFL. We're back Tuesday, 1:00. Thanks again, everybody. Mario Heron, Josh Palais. I'm Dave Palais. We'll see you in a few days. That's been in your mouth.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the boat crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the boat crew, best up in the business. It's the boat crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbert down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, yeah, ay, it's the boat crew, and we always